father as a risk-taker and even a gambler in his business ventures. Those who knew the family well said that William F. Buckley Jr. inherited his most notable attributes from his father: his political views, the certitude with which he defended them, the causes he took on, his love of books, his dexterity with words, his use of sarcasm in making his points, and his quick wit. William F. Buckley Sr. believed that societies should be governed in accordance with eternal, time-tested, universal truths, all enshrined within the tenets of the Roman Catholic Church, and he impressed this worldview on his children. Family friends and outside observers attributed Billy's genial disposition, ingratiating manner, easy charm, and ready demonstrations of affection and empathy to the influence of his mother, to whom he bore a striking physical resemblance. Although others would play important roles in his intellectual development, none did more to shape the man Billy would become than his father. As a child and young man, Billy made winning his father's approval his highest priority. Having obtained it at an early age, he grew up fully cognizant that the ideas he advanced would not meet with universal acclaim, nor did they need to. He went out into the world knowing he had the support of the only people whose opinions mattered to him: his parents and his siblings. The Buckleys formed their own social system, with its own norms and expectations, and even its own newspaper. More on this below. They often found themselves at odds with the political opinions and social values of their neighbors in whatever community they happened to reside. Billy's brother Reed joked that the family's neighbors in Connecticut, where they lived for more than half the year, regarded them as Southerners, whereas those in South Carolina, where they had a winter home, considered them Yankees. Wealthy, multilingual, and cosmopolitan, the Buckleys came to lead a movement that grew increasingly anti-elitist and populist in its appeal and orientation, yet they helped form a new elite that defined that movement. Within the literary and intellectual universe to which they gravitated, they were conservative in a world dominated by liberals. Within their orbit, whatever any Buckley undertook became a family enterprise. Will's sister worked to help finance his and his younger siblings' college educations. Two of Will's brothers worked in the law firm he founded. All of Will's children joined in their father's various political crusades, as they would later in their brothers' political campaigns. Most of the children of Will and Eloise, whether as writers, editors, staffers, or contributors, played some role at National Review, the magazine Bill founded and edited. The Buckleys were exceptionally loyal to one another. As one made clear, Buckleys tolerate disparagement of Buckleys only from Buckleys, and only from Buckleys with the same degree of consanguinity. On his father's side, Bill descended from Irish immigrants. His great-grandfather John Buckley, a Protestant, hailed from heavily Catholic County Cork. The family name is an anglicized version of O'Buchala, a common surname in Ireland. In the 1840s, John Buckley married Eleanor Doran, a Catholic. Will told his children that his grandfather, out of respect for his Catholic bride, asked the organizers of the annual Orangeman's Day Parade to bypass his property. When marchers disregarded his request, John, according to family lore, took a plowshare to the head of the first trespasser. John was arrested and held, pending the ultimate fate of his victim. After the man he had assaulted recovered, John was fined and released. In 1845, John and Eleanor departed for Canada. Given that he arrived in the New World with sufficient resources to purchase a farm, it is unlikely that he had suffered severely from the effects of the potato famine, which began in the year he and Eleanor set sail. A more likely explanation for his decision to emigrate was a desire to start anew in a place where religious differences